Hi, I'm Jeremy Crosby.
And I'm Nick Boucher. We're the hosts for the program that's all about your city, Talking Fitchburg.
Every day, we pull together the news, events, and information you need to stay on top of what's happening in the city of Fitchburg.
Find Talking Fitchburg on cable TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and our live stream on the web. Plus, you can view all our headlines and stories on Facebook, YouTube, and our video on demand service. This is your city.
Keep up with Talking Fitchburg and the issues that affect you and your neighbors.
Want to know what's happening in your city? Get Notify Me messages from the City of Fitchburg. Visit fitchburgwi.gov on your computer or mobile device and select the big Notify Me button on the left. Enter your email and/or phone number, whichever is best for you to get notifications. Scroll down the list and select all the topics you're interested in to receive email or text messages about. You'll be notified every time one of your topics is updated. Sign up for Notify Me, one more way to keep up with your Fitchburg government.
I'd like to call to order the Thursday, October 10th meeting of the Fitch-Rona EMS District Commission. First order of the agenda, first agenda item is the call to order. Second is roll call. Help me with that.
Ready?
Oh, Michelle's here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Roberts?
Here.
Hilla?
Here.
Lonsdorf?
Here.
Paul?
Here.
Lytle?
Here.
Kaiser McHenry? Johnson?
Here.
Wheeler?
Here.
Luganbiel?
Here.
Anderson?
Here.
And Dostalek.
Here.
Thank you. Is there any public comment? No public comment. Moving on to agenda item 4, review and approval of the meeting minutes from September 12th, 2024. They're provided in the packet for review. Any comments, questions, revisions to those minutes?
In that, I think it has me absent for the meeting, but yet it has me making a motion to review the minutes from the July meeting.
Amazing.
Way to go.
Act of God.
Superpowers.
So just one minor correction.
Were you or were you not here?
I was not.
Okay, we'll make that change to the minutes. Any other comments or edits to the minutes? Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second?
Second.
Jim. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? The motion passes and the minutes are approved. Next agenda item, the pinning of EMS intern Katerina Tao.
Raise your right hand. So, I,
sorry.
state your name. Go ahead.
Oh, Katerina Tao.
As a sworn emergency medical responder of the Fitch-Rona EMS District,
As a sworn emergency medical responder of the Fitch-Rona EMS District,
swear that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
swear that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties of an EMS provider.
discharge the duties of an EMS provider.
And I pledge to carry out these duties to the best of my ability.
And I pledge to carry out these duties to the best of my ability.
I recognize the badge of my position as a symbol of public faith and trust.
I recognize the badge of my position as a symbol of public faith and trust.
And I accept this position so long as I am true to the ethics of the emergency medical services profession.
And I accept this position so long as I am true to the ethics of the emergency medical services profession.
I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor.
I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor.
All right, we'll have your sister.
Okay. Thank you.
We'll do one quick picture here without the mic in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Moving on to the next agenda item, discussion possible actions on 2025 EMS operation budget amendment. Chief?
Sure, thank you. So the primary purpose of our special meeting tonight before our annual meeting, you've seen the budget that was approved and submitted to the municipalities back in July. If you recall, and I'll talk a little bit about more of the specifics of it when we get to the annual meeting part, of one of the advantages of being a district in the state of Wisconsin is that you are allowed, municipalities are allowed to exempt increases from the tax levy limit restrictions if certain criteria are met. So again, that criteria was met again this year with our budget. So one of the recommendations from the municipalities was that we increase our reserve funding as we have for actually the last 2 years to actually maximize the ability to take that exemption from the tax levy limits. That actually, one, helps us with our reserve funding as well as other assigned balances that we may have. A second thing that it actually does is sets up future budgets for absorbing any potential increases as well, where we can kind of play with that funding model to potentially stop increases. So with that, the budget that you approved back in July has since been amended to add a line item in there that's been in there again the last 2 years. I took it out this year. We put it back in for this budget. This has already been presented to the 3 municipalities, but in order for us to be official with it, what we did is added $112,000 into the reserve funding line item in the overall budget. Excuse me. So that's been the change from what you saw back in August. I guess the first thing would be any questions you have for me. And then the second part would be looking for a motion to amend the budget that we did submit to the municipalities. That being said, the municipalities actually have a copy of this budget here.
Any questions for the chief?
It shows that adding the reserve funding in, I think if I read this right, is an expense. Wouldn't that be an income if we're bringing in money from our reserves to our budget?
It's an expense to us because it leaves our budget and goes into an assigned fund.
Okay. So we're taking it out and putting it in the reserve fund.
Yeah,
okay,
it's not going to, yes.
All right, thanks.
Any other questions for the chief regarding this amendment? Then we'll entertain a motion to approve this amendment.
I'll make a motion that we approve the adjustment to the reserve fund.
Thank you. Second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? The motion carries. Agenda item 7, other business is allowed by law. Is there any other business that somebody wants to bring up or aware of?
Just remind Connie, I think, is the only one online. The 7:00 annual meeting is a different. It's a different meeting link. So when we're done with this meeting, you do.
Yeah, I have that.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Just
I have that.
log out, and we'll see you in 15 minutes.
Okay.
All right, motion to adjourn. Second?
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The meeting is adjourned. See you at 7.